Welcome back to another episode of Gamers Waystation. This is Squid.
And this is Al.
We're back at another episode talking about some game stuff, movie stuff, TV stuff, and talking about a couple other personal kind of things, my experience with resin printing, and our campaign for DCC.
Yes.
First thing I wanted to get at was, you heard of Meccha Chameleon, haven't you?
I bought it.
You bought Meccha Chameleon. Yeah, what'd you think of the game?
Well, I've only tried to play it like once, and then no one's actually been on the rest of the time I've been playing it. Like, so many people have been like, oh, you need to buy this game. You need to buy this game. I didn't need to buy the game.
I was one of those game people.
10 million people have bought the game.
10 million people have played the game, bought the game. What is the active count of players so far on Meccha Chameleon? Concurrent players. I am flabbergasted by the amount of people who bought this game and how well it's been talked about. Turns out Meccha Chameleon was only made by 2 people, from what I understood, probably a team now, but they're coming out with all kinds of new updates. They just dropped a new duplicate update, which seems really cool, where you can duplicate yourself multiple times. But if your duplication gets caught, then you also lose, quote unquote, the game during that too. But it allows you to make some pretty cool and fun stuff, which is pretty interesting. So it's not requiring your friends necessarily to be able to do those kind of neat things. What are the concurrent players for Meccha Chameleon?
Right now, there's 163,312.
163,000 players concurrently on Sunday playing Meccha Chameleon.
The 24-hour peak is 280,840.
Oh my god. Multiplayer games would shit their pants for that kind of player ratio.
The all-time peak was 7 days ago at 340,000.
340,000 players?
Yep.
That's insane. We kind of did the math because we just saw today that they announced that they have now 10 million copies sold. What's the math on that? How much money do these guys make? After
Steam gets their cut, they have made almost $35 million.
$35 million
from a $6 game.
Yeah, and the game is $5.99.
Yeah.
And it's made over $35 million.
Yeah, and that's if
Steam takes 30%.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's Steam's 30%, and that's only calculated at $5. So how many people actually paid the $5.99?
Or the $5.49 I did.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it went on sale for 50 cents, which just made it that much easier to buy. Such a simplistic idea that no one's thought of, or have thought of, but no one ever brought it to market. And now it's just the biggest thing.
With its wonky controls and it's
wonky, sure, but it has enduring qualities.
it is. It's so simple. I mean, it's hide and seek. I mean, that's basically what it is.
Who doesn't love hide and seek? Who didn't grow up playing hide and seek as a kid?
But it's advanced hide and seek where you can hide against a wall and paint your entire body. Yeah,
and depending on how good your skills are, in art is definitely a good part of how successful you are as a player. My gameplay of it that I've seen is I've learned that gamers do not look up.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah.
Yep. If you're playing Meccha Chameleon, remember to look up, please, because there have been so many times where I've hidden in a corner, in a higher end corner, and I've just been 100% successful. I'm half decent at art myself. So I've been able to really paint myself to be almost invisible.
Yeah.
But I've seen some crazy stuff on TikTok and on Instagram. I've seen there's some maps there. One is an art map where it's a museum and people are painting themselves into these paintings.
Yeah.
And it's just the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Meccha Chameleon is simple, effective, and fun. We're not affiliated with them, but this game is exploding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
when was the last time we saw a game like this? Just something so simple, just take off and cost not $50.
Yeah.
It's
$6. And I mean, I've seen free-to-play ones do it, but that's because they're free-to-play, and they're counting all the people who downloaded it, played 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, this is people who definitely got their money.
Yeah.
You know?
And streamers have been playing it. A lot of people have been talking about it. I've talked to you and other people into buying it. It's a lot of fun, having a great time with it. Now, you only played for a little while, right?
Yep. I played one match, basically, and I went behind a door, and I went up, like you said, towards the top of the door, and, nobody even came close. They walked by me, 3 times, and, nobody looked behind the door.
And they're actively updating the game, which is great. Because they realize that they have something on that's worth playing, that people are really just all about it. So, Meccha Chameleon is becoming the next game, honestly, and I can't wait. And I'm sure it's going to happen. There's going to be a ton of spin-offs of this thing.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Call of Duty or Fortnite or they have their own style of hide and seek, which is the what is that game called? I forget what the hide and seek game is on Call of Duty, but I'm drawing a blank, but it's really fun.
Oh, where you, the object one where you...
Yeah, where you turn into an object and you hide in the object. I forget what the game's called, but I'll have to remember and we'll edit that out. But Meccha Chameleon is becoming the new game that people are playing, talking about.
What do you think about 6 months before it's got the MTG crossover?
Oh, yeah, it's something. MTG. Yeah. Talking about games, there's some interesting stuff that I want to ask you about. So, now Meccha Chameleon is one of its own idea. It's a great thing. It's nice to see. But I have another question for you. Do you feel like, or how do you feel about are remakes taking over the games and movie genre? Is there, aside from Meccha Chameleon, which is now rare, are there just no more good ideas out there, or are they just afraid to step into a new light like Meccha Chameleon has?
I think part of it is the ones who have the money to, to really make the new things and put some money behind it, they're way too stuck on 4K and see the pimples on the face graphics, and they're spending way too much time and way too much money focusing on that instead of focusing on the simple but fun, gameplay.
Yeah.
I mean, Destiny 2 has been terrible for years, but the gunplay itself was so good.
So good.
It carried it for a while.
Oh, yeah, definitely. For at least an extra 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, getting the new gun or having a new gun drop, I hunted it by far.
And it carried it for so many people, even beyond when it got, so monotonous, just because it's so fun. Speaking of which, there's a game out there, the one that I was actually playing earlier, Witchfire.
Witchfire, yes. Tell me about Witchfire.
Witchfire is basically you are like a witch hunter, and you go to this place, and you're supposed to go to these islands and do these witch hunts. It's a roguelite extraction shooter, basically.
Single player though.
Yeah, but it's only a single player campaign. But it's until you really figure out what you're doing, it's definitely got its challenges. You've got to shoot, you've got to stick and move, you got to use your spells, and you definitely can't let yourself get surrounded. If you get surrounded, you're done.
Witchfire dropped in 2004, so it's been out for a while. 2024. Sorry, 2024. So it's been out for a couple years now. Sorry about that. But it looks good from what I saw of it. You are thoroughly enjoying that game. Yeah,
the graphics are good, and I really haven't even played that much, but I just started kind of getting back into it. And they based a lot of the shooting mechanics. They were like, how does Destiny do it? That's how we want the shooting mechanics. And it really does a good job. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, for all the games that have dropped since Destiny, and were all called Destiny killers, and Destiny survived all of them.
Yeah.
There has not been a Destiny killer. Who's killing Destiny right now?
Destiny.
Bungie is killing Destiny with their new extraction shooter that they created.
Marathon,
which is it's just dying in darkness.
Which a tenth of the players.
Last time we looked at it, if you guys remember watching last week, there were like, less than 7,000 concurrent players of Marathon.
And 100 and something thousand of
Destiny players. Yeah, still actively playing. And they have completely given up on Destiny, not looking to make any more Destiny spin-offs or anything like that. It is essentially a done game.
Yeah, I mean, they could make money by just doing the remake of the first one and putting it on PC and the Switch. Too.
Oh my gosh, if it was on PC, I'd blow my mind.
I still want to play the first one over the second one.
Yeah,
and
Destiny was fantastic. The story was good.
And you can still play the story in the first one. That's the important part. If I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to start a new character. I get to go through the whole story, see all the cutscenes as it happens, and that in itself can be fun. But in Destiny 2, you lose all of that as it goes from season to season.
Yeah,
story's all gone.
And now, when you get into Destiny 2, it forces you to ramp it, or you can't keep up. You have to ramp your level. Because the level cap is insane.
Actually, now they've cut it, so now the level doesn't even matter.
Right.
It puts you on the same level as whatever you're doing anyway, and so why? What's the point? I mean,
if you're not grinding for guns, if you're not grinding for armor or anything, then what are you doing? You just hang out and shooting things.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. I remember in Destiny 2, it was really cool when they had like the jumping puzzles to get certain guns, like that sniper rifle, the all black one, I forget what it's called, Wither or something. And those were really neat when you have to like do something that's very difficult to get a gun or a ship.
They've actually brought those back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, you can go through that to get that was the sniper rifle that you're referring to.
I love that rifle.
I can't even remember what it was called now, and then they've got the one for the Mida, the pulse rifle, and then they've got like
and then
2 or 3
they also had Mjolnir. Remember Mjolnir, where you had to complete all the tasks to get the Mjolnir gun? It was like a big ballista. They would shoot like multiple rockets out. Do you remember that?
Oh, now that one, you can just get that one to drop now.
Yeah, it's like all this effort, and now it's like, here, we're just gonna hand it to you.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks. I think the sniper was called like the Whisper of the Worm. Whisper of the Worm. Oh, that rifle. When I completed the task when it was first out, and I figured out how to do the jumping puzzle on my own.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like the best thing ever.
And now they've nerfed it though. So now that was always the worst part. Is it's like, I did all this work and I got this gun. It's good for 2 months, and now we're gonna nerf it and just make the next gun good. Well, then.
Why can't they just keep the things you like and then just ramp them up a little bit, or even just make the difficulty harder and not nerf the gun itself?
You know what? Here's my thing. If 10-year-olds can play Pokemon and do a Nuzlocke challenge where they only let themselves, gather 1 Pokemon per region in order to beat the game, why can't these Destiny 2 super players who complain that the game is easy, put on all blue gear, now go beat it.
You go. Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, have some sense of, I don't know, self-control or something.
Yeah. I agree.
So, I mean, in some part, I do think the Destiny players helped take it down.
Partially, I can agree with that, but losing support for the game also makes it kind of difficult and sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the final straw.
Yeah, another game that's coming out pretty soon here is going to be GTA. So GTA 6 is finally dropping GTA 6.
Don't jinx it.
It's set for November 19th, release 2026, so that's coming up pretty soon. I was looking over at the pricing for it, so it is going to be $80, like every other base game. But they also have that's for the standard edition for that price, but they also have the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition includes a bundle exclusive in-game content, and it includes apparel, weapons, and vehicles for that set. Now, you can get all this stuff in the game.
Yeah.
This is not stuff you're not going to be able to get.
You're just paying for it early.
You're just paying for it early.
And not earning it. you know, I miss the times when, you know, when you bought the Ultimate Edition, you got something that was specific to, and really you can only do that with like single player games.
Right.
And I mean, like, you know, you got like this set of armor that you could use for like the first 10 or 15 levels, you know.
Yeah, and then
like
it would
Mass
become
Effect.
it would become moot.
Yeah, then you would find better stuff, you know, but yeah, I mean just a few cosmetics and that's not worth an extra $20.
Yeah, and they also have it set already where you can pre-order and download. Now, the whole pre-order concept for me is dead.
Yeah.
The thought of the whole point of pre-orders when we were younger was to get our hands on the game.
Yeah, because they could run out.
Because it was a physical copy.
Yes.
So you would pre-order a game so you can get a hold of the game.
Yeah.
So you can play it day one. Now we're pre-ordering games to play them maybe a week early, right?
Yeah.
Which is what they're doing now. But irregardless, it's not going to run out of copies of digital games.
Yeah.
So is pre-orders worth it anymore?
Not really. I mean, and that's why they throw, you know, like a few cosmetics or whatever in there, or for the early play, but is a week of early play worth $30?
$20, $30?
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty? No. That's
GTA 6? Is it worth $30 to play it a little early? And this, I don't even think it does allow early access. I think it's just the bundle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it's digital only at launch. No physical copies at all of this game are going to be sold. Preloading, and then if you purchase it, then you can get it, the 12th? So if you pre-order it.
And I'm not even, I'll be honest, and maybe I'm the minority, I'm not that excited about GTA 6.
I'm not either, to be honest with you, but
I didn't care about 5 because
5 was fun. It was fun as a group. The online aspect of it was good. If the story's there, I mean, I really hope they create an epic story. I really hope they have another. They have like characters you actually care about. They have like an interesting backstory, an interesting whatever, and then you see them level up. Sure, GTA 5 was phenomenal with their story entry level. With the base game, I thought it was really good. But I'm into the whole like thieving and being a thug and all that, and like just in general, like crime stuff is pretty interesting.
And I think I'm past it because I started at GTA 3.
Okay.
And I played and I beat all of them all the way through San Andreas. And then after that, I was just kind of like, you know, I'm kind of over this now because I did all the GTAs.
It took them forever to drop this game.
Yeah. And then I did Crackdown, which was basically the same thing. And then you had, what was it, Infamous, which was, I mean, pretty close to the same thing. So the genre to me kind of got boring, I guess, just because I had done
overplayed.
It so many times.
Yeah. Definitely overplayed.
Yeah.
We'll see what GTA 6 brings to the table when it does release. I'm not pre-ordering this thing. I'll watch some gameplay, see what it's like.
Yeah.
But it seems like game developers, especially AAA games, are afraid to release in November.
Oh yeah, they're definitely. I mean, they're terrified to make new things anyway. But I mean, yeah, they're just like, if you look at the November releases right now, it's like 3 games. It's GTA and 2 things you've never heard of. Yeah.
So everyone, at least these devs and these game companies, they are pretty much banking that GTA is going to be the biggest hit of the summer, and that no other game is going to pale in comparison. We'll see.
They've all either pushed it back to early September, or they've pushed it to late December or January.
Yeah.
They've just been like, nope, we're not even going to try to compete with it.
We'll see. We'll see if GTA 6 actually stands up to the hype of it, or if it's going to be like a No Man's Sky where it's going to come out and it's going to be trash. And the thing is that more often than not, these AAA companies drop games and they're terrible upon release.
Yeah, they're broken.
Yeah. And showered with updates. Like you're going to sit there another half hour to an hour, depending on how fast your internet, updating the game that you just purchased.
Yeah. Here's your preload. Oh, it's time to play. Well, now you've got another 20 gig update.
Exactly. And then you get into the game and it fails. It crashes constantly, or there's like some kind of stability issue, or it's just unplayable.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with GTA. Kind of interested to see where that ends up overall. But I'm not an early buyer for myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of the pre-order thing. It's like I'll wait because I've lost trust. There've been so many good There've been so many good franchises that they've done terrible with. Like they've rushed the sequel, or they've taken it in such a different direction that I am no longer interested. So I don't trust them anymore.
Think about the Batman game that was going to be live service and then ended up not being live service. And it was still kind of live. It was like you could see the bones of live service in it, so it wasn't great. And then No Man's Sky was overhyped by far. It's recovered now. No Man is a great game.
Yeah.
But it took a while for it to, become the game it is now. Which No Man's Sky has redeemed itself, don't get me wrong. And then Fallout 76, that game was like, they were talking about all this great ray tracing and all this really interesting stuff, and the game played like shit. It's like garbage.
And
Cyberpunk.
It looked like an Xbox 360 game.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk was, they were talking about all this revolutionary stuff, and it played like garbage. And the world wasn't filled in like they claimed, and you constantly saw copies of repeat mobs at the beginning when the game was first released. It played terribly.
It pop in and NPCs just like walking into walls.
Yeah, and the clipping in that game was just atrocious. So I don't know. I just don't trust AAA gaming anymore. I don't trust it to be good. I don't believe that it's going to be the next revolution. We'll see. We'll see if GTA breaks the mold and finally something comes out AAA that's going to be good right out the box. But then again, it's not in a box, is it? It's a digital copy because they're not going to sell physical copies of this game.
I mean, some things I can understand with some complications because you've got so many different kinds of PC builds and stuff like that. But there's way less reason for console versions to be broken.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're playing, GTA 6 and you have a Ryzen 9 from 2015 and you've got a NVIDIA 4090, I could see where, that could probably have some software problems because, those are such different architectures that, I mean, it could mess. Plus, who's going to think that they would have a build like that?
I don't know.
But
I mean, I'm running a Ryzen 9 and a 4090 Ti, and I handle games just fine, so we shouldn't have issues. But I'm not going to buy the game straight out the gate. I'm going to see what people talk about. I'm going to hopefully see what the story actually is and whether or not it's even worth playing. Because currently, I'm playing The Witcher 3 again. They're dropping that DLC here pretty soon to coincide with the next episodes of the Netflix show that are coming out to kind of like tie them in together. The Witcher's still a great game. I'm still enjoying it. I mean, that game is older than dirt, and it's just like, it's one of the best things ever. At least for high fantasy, sexy content and good gameplay. The Witcher's got it all.
It does.
If you're into like reading part smut, part high fantasy with monsters and fighting and like a sexy dude, The Witcher's got it.
Yeah.
A couple games, game that I was looking for that released recently is Star Fox for the remake for Star Fox. Dropped for the Switch 2. I haven't had an opportunity to play it, but I did see some side-by-side gameplay on YouTube. It looked pretty cool. I grew up playing Star Fox. I thought it was really cool. I was a big fan of it. You ever play Star Fox?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes of it, really?
Yeah.
It's, let's see. It came out on the Nintendo.
N64.
Yep, the N64. And then they had a drop of it on the 3DS as well. So you can play it on there, which I do have a copy of that if you want to play more than 30 minutes.
No.
But yeah, so that dropped. That was it June 2025? So that just dropped this week. So that's pretty cool. something, if you are looking for something to play on the Switch 2, that's something that's just recently released. But I'm still super duper excited for Ocarina of Time remake. Is Ocarina of Time going to beat GTA 6 in sales? No, not even close, huh?
Nope, not even remotely close.
But Ocarina of Time is such a big deal.
GTA 6 is going to bury anything that releases this year.
You think so?
Everyone has been doing nothing but chomping at the bit for GTA 6. And admittedly, I see the appeal and I understand it, and I'm not on that bandwagon, but yeah, I mean, there's so many people that just, I mean, they've been waiting for it for 2 years, and they're just, I want to play it.
I mean, it was hyped, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, another interesting thing I want to talk about was, regarding the, new games, old games, remakes, and all that. Do you think there's going to be, some great idea, like the Sun Wukong story that was really cool to see go to gameplay? What's another story that you think, like a mythology or a story that you're aware of that deserves gaming? There's so many great stories out there. They're already doing the God of War stuff. They're doing, they're bringing the because we watched the trailer for that. So they're bringing in a bit of Egyptian, and a bit of, it looks Chinese, not Japanese to me, mythology in there with the whole god play into it. So they got that covered. But what do you think should be an interesting thing? Should there be cause 40K did their video game.
Yeah.
Do you think there should be an actual D&D, Dungeons and Dragons? I mean, there's already high fantasy, but a Dungeons and Dragons centered game, or even a Dungeon Crawler Carl, because you have the Serious Sam, which was all the tropes of gaming was in Serious Sam, right? So is there something you think deserves gameplay?
I don't think you could do a Dungeon Crawler Carl video game. I think it would be, I mean, at most, you might be able to make one work as an ARPG dungeon crawler like Diablo or something like that.
Sure.
But I don't think you're going to be able to do anything beyond that, because there's just way too many options and way too many builds and craziness. And I mean, one of the great things about Dungeon Crawler Carl is it doesn't feel like there's any boundaries.
I don't think there is boundaries.
Yeah. And so
once you get set in the setting of whatever they've decided to be that game, you run with it.
Yeah. And I think that's part of the problem is, I mean, that's why I think it's where a lot of superhero games go wrong. Like DCC and Marvel and stuff like that. They're okay, well, yeah, you can play as the Hulk, and you can play as Black Widow, and you can play as Iron Man. Well, those are three very different ones. Black Widow isn't going to be able to do anything to the Hulk, but if you played the Avengers game, she's over there hitting bad guys, doing just as much damage as the Hulk is.
Make that make sense, because she's just a human spy.
Yeah, and it's like, no, that's not how that works at all. I mean, each one of them has their own.
Their power creeps
strength.
are very weird and strange.
Yeah, but they try to just level them out in a video game, and they did the same thing in the Injustice fighting game. You're Harley Quinn fighting Superman and winning because you. That's
why.
Yeah.
Because that's why.
Well, they gave him this serum that made it, but then they don't do anything else that makes them, it's like, well, Harley Quinn should be able to lift and throw cars, but she can't do that.
The thought of Harley Quinn killing Batman is insane to me.
Yeah.
Or even killing Superman, for instance.
And so you would have to make a game like that where there's just there's specific levels of everything. It's like you're going in and you're choosing your street level heroes. It's got to be a cap. Yeah, well, you're just choosing different levels of heroes. Your street level heroes, Batman, Green Arrow,
right?
And then your national heroes, like Captain Atom, and then your universal heroes like Superman.
Right?
Exactly. I mean, you got to break them out into tiers like that.
I mean, when you really think about it, as long as Superman's near a sun, he's a god.
Yeah.
He's basically indestructible.
Yeah.
I mean, they even go as far as to show that in the comic books. And at some point, he gains god sentience, where he can just tap you and destroy your armor and stuff like that. We've seen it in comic books. Regarding DCC, we are still running our campaign.
Yes.
We are. We've done the test shoot, which you guys saw, what we have a recording of. And we are getting a group together. We did kind of do a test session today, which went really well.
Yeah, we've gotten a little bit more information about how the game is going to play, like the official rules. There's still some gaps that we got to fill in with 5e, but once we fill in those gaps, once they release it in November, we'll be able to fill in those gaps and totally switch over. But until then, I think we've got a pretty fun system, and
we'll see what the actual game is when it drops. We probably will change a couple of things, to be closer to the official game, but we are kind of running off what we know, what we've seen, and what we kind of want to do as well, because DCC is like that. Dungeon Crawler Carl is about, what do you want to do? Let's see if we can fit it in.
Yeah.
You want to be a cook that launches frying pans? We'll make it happen.
Yep, exactly.
Do you want to be a flying luchador? We'll make it happen. So, do you want your you want your class to be, what was the one class you said was really goofy?
Oh, there was a monster truck driver.
Yeah.
That was one of the characters from the book.
Yeah, exactly. So you could just be monster truck driver is your class.
Yeah.
It's wild. DCC is allowing a lot of room for fun. So we're still trying to get the, bones of our game going, and once we do, we're going to be recording that on a regular basis, so look forward to that.
Well, we're going to record the first session next Sunday.
Yep, that's the plan.
So then after, probably a couple of days after that, the first one should drop.
There you go. So look forward to that, guys. We are going to, definitely push towards doing that and seeing how it goes. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Another thing on a more personal note, I've gotten into a new hobby. I've shown you a couple of things. We talking about it, and regarding our campaign, I've done a couple little things for that as well. So I recently purchased a resin printer.
Yes, which I'm jealous. But
so resin printing. I use ABS-like plastic, liquid plastic. It prints upside down. It's not what you're thinking with usual printers, which is PLA. It's heated up plastic going through a nozzle, creating a print. I wanted to print minis and figurines mainly, and I've always thought that resin was a better way to go. From what I've shown you, what do you think?
Oh yeah, resin definitely looks like the better way to go. Everything, they come out so smooth, and the detail that you're able to get is fantastic. And it doesn't have like those lines that you always see in the other printers.
Yeah, printer lines.
Yeah.
So this prints at such a small micron that you get detail like you can't believe.
Yeah.
I started also printing minis for our campaign. Now this is not DCC, but this is our actual D&D campaign. What did you think of these minis that I printed?
Well, I like the eyeless. I like all of them. I mean, they all look fantastic.
Yeah.
And they fit into what I mean, I've already had similar things anyway, but I mean, I can just, change the way something looks, and those work perfect for it.
Yeah. So if you're, into printing for, if you're looking for anything for, campaigns for Dungeons and Dragons, this is the way to go. If you want to print your figurines, or if you want to print like simple parts that are durable, as long as you use the right ABS like plastic, liquid plastic, then that's the way to go. The prints that I make are very durable. They don't snap. It's very malleable, so the plastic gives you a little play, which is nice. And these things are so precise that I printed a figurine of a guy in a post-apocalyptic gear that looks just phenomenal. It came with a cape, and the cape hangs off, and it's really nice. And actually, right out the printer, without me doing any work, stands up on its own.
Yeah.
I printed a couple other figurines. I will take pictures so you guys can take a look at some of the prints that I've made so far. I haven't painted any of it yet. That's the next step of what I want to get into. But even the minis that I printed for our campaign, you get base. It allows me to print the miniature and then print a base, and then I can adhere the miniature to the base without even using glue. I just use resin.
Yeah.
So I have a little resin flashlight that I use to kind of cure it enough where it stands up on its own, and then I'll put it into my Mercury Plus curing station and fully solidify that, turning it into a hard plastic, basically, in a sense, welding it together. Now, there are some drawbacks to resin printing. You need it to be in a well-ventilated area. There is a gas that is released, gas or smell. I don't know how you want to put it, but there is a bit of that. I have mine in a kind of box. I call it a Faraday box, but Faraday is not what it actually is.
Yeah.
But a ventilation box that allows it to vent out into the street, using, like a ventilation fan system, similar to what's up in your ducts of your house, that, reduces that issue. But it's also, there's a lot of cleaning involved with resin printing. It is a liquid. You're dealing with a chemical, liquid plastic that is UV, hardens. So there is that. The requirements are the device itself, a curing station, cleaning station. There are detergents versus, like acrylic cleaners and things of that nature that you could use. I don't lean towards like the heavier chemicals, so I stay away from those. I use liquid detergents, and I use isopropyl alcohol to clean my prints, and then I dry them. All of this, mind you, is well ventilated. You don't really want to breathe this stuff in. So there is that issue with it. You have to wear gloves, and there's paper towels I use constantly. I have a rubber mat that allows me to drip the resin. If it makes any mess, it's easier to clean. Look into it.
And you don't have to build these minis. There's a bunch of free ones out there, right?
There's a ton of them. So I use Cult 3D. Also, there's like a bunch of other websites that just have this stuff out for free. I don't create the models. I just find the models I like and then I print them.
Have you even used Blender yet?
I have not, but I want to get into it.
And so you haven't even touched 3D software other than just importing the stuff that you've gotten. That's how easy it is for you to get started.
Yeah, it's aside from maybe like a $500 buy-in, you could be printing tomorrow.
Yeah.
The box, the printer, and the carrying station with the cleaning station, it's a dual. Maybe ran me around $500. You would need a computer that can run the software because you're going to need that. But if you have a simple laptop, it'll run it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as importing the STL, which is the file itself, into a 3D emulator, and then adding supports to it and printing the thing off. There's two ways of doing it. My Mercury Ilago has a Wi-Fi system where I can digitally send these files and then just print them without having to use USB stick. The other way is you would attach a USB, upload the file to that, plug it into your 3D printer, and then having it read it, and then printing it off from there.
Yeah. And if you do want to make your own, they've even got, I saw like Meshify, where you can put a picture in there and they'll use AI to turn it into a 3D model for you. And you usually just got to pay like a monthly fee, like anywhere from $10 to $50 or something, depending on how many things you want to print a month and how many new things you want to make. Yeah,
there's also software out there that'll take an image. It's about $100, and it'll create the file for the STL file for you. If you ever wanted to get into 3D printing, I've always wanted to get into it, but I've always been on the fence of whether or not I want to do the filament or if I wanted to do resin. But in the end, I leaned harder towards the resin because I just saw the amazing stuff coming out with resin. So far, I'm really enjoying it. The next steps is painting and then eventually creating models myself. I've seen a lot of people take it to an extent where they're making toys and all kinds of really cool stuff and interesting prints and I mean, it goes all kinds of different ways. But this resin printer is really nice. I'm really enjoying it. So mine is I believe it's the Mars 5 from Elago. And then I also got the Elago Mercury Plus. So it's a resin cure and cleaner. Mind you have to wear gloves. I would recommend a respirator or being in a really well ventilated area. If you want, you can print the stuff in your garage because it is meant to be printed warm. If you are in a colder climate, it's more difficult, but you can also purchase a heater that'll plug into your device that'll allow the resin to be heated up enough where you print and it prints efficiently where it doesn't fail. Aside from that, there's a lot of like filtering when you finish a print. You want to put it back into the bottle that, it came out of, and you want to filter that so that you don't end up with like little chunks of resin hardened plastic in your reservoir and things of that nature. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah. I've always wanted to play with it, but I've just never invested. I've got too many other things going. So.
Well, now I got one, so we can both play with it.
Yeah, so exactly. Now I don't need to. Now I just send you the file.
Yeah, there you go. So something to look forward to next for us is like painting them. You should paint them up and then, post them online, see what people think.
I cheat. I use acrylic markers to paint my minis. I'm not going to lie.
He does. Al does use acrylic markers. I personally want to do like the washes and try to get as much detail out of it as I can.
Well, I use the acrylic markers, but I also use a wash.
Oh, okay.
And that's why they they have like that shiny look.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem that you have with the markers is it does get difficult to get that really fine detail.
Right.
But I'm going to try a couple things with just using the marker, but then still using a paintbrush to see if I can't do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work, but
I'm going to let you take home a couple of the prints I made today so that you can paint them up and then we can post them.
Okay.
So we see how you turn out versus what I end up doing whenever I get around to painting them, which I hope is soon. But yeah, so there's a couple of things going on. We'll see what GTA 6 brings. We'll see if Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake is the thing that's going to be the greatest thing ever. I did not want to buy a Switch 2, and now I'm going to have to buy one. Just to play that game. Hey man, I bought an Xbox to play Halo, back in the day, and back then I didn't have any money. So Meccha Chameleon is continuing to sell. Last time when we were first getting ready to talk about this, they had 7 million copies sold.
Yeah.
So in the last week,
3 or 4 days, 3 days.
3 days, they've sold another 3 million.
3 million, yeah.
3 million copies. So that game is just taking off to the sun. We'll see if GTA even touches Meccha Chameleon sales.
Oh yeah, GTA will top 10 million sales worldwide. Yeah, it will.
These are just the sales on Steam.
Yeah, that's true.
It hasn't come out on any other device.
Yeah. GTA is going to be coming out on
everything.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Except Switch.
Except for Switch, yeah. It'll be on Switch eventually.
Probably. I mean, just like Switch is getting Elden Ring next month.
Have you guys played Star Fox? If you have, let us know in the comments what you think about the game. Give us your opinion. If you're an early adopter of GTA 6, give us your opinion. If you're going to pre-order it so you can play it early, what motivates you to play GTA 6 early? Is it worth it? Tell us. I want to know. Have you tried resin printing? If you have, or if you've tried the PLA filament printing, let me know about it, because I haven't tried filament printing. I've seen it. I think it's pretty cool. But resin, for me, is the way to go if you're looking for fine, high detail prints right out the gate with much effort. I mean, there's hardly any sanding required. A little bit of, cutting with X-Acto knife. And a little bit of just like removing stuff, but for the most part, what do you think? Give us your comments in the section below. We'd really like to know about it. Let us know what's going on in your guys' gameplay. And I hope you guys have a great day. I appreciate you guys listening in. Again, this is Gamers Waystation. This is
Squid.
Oh, this is Squid. Shit, cut that out.
This is Al.
This is not that person.
This is not the Squid you're looking for.
Exactly. But I appreciate you guys listening in. Thank you so much. Remember, I forget what it was. I don't remember. Have fun. Good luck. Don't die.
Oop-a-doo.
Talk.
What am I talking about?
I'm testing your mic to make sure it's picking up on both ends. Talk.
You like it on both ends.
Oh my fucking God, you're not helping me here at all.